It's diamond, baby.
All right. What's up?
What's going on?
Not much. Fisa had joined the live, and then she went away. I don't know what happened. Maybe she'll join back in. I sent her a message. We'll do anyway. We're gonna move forward a little bit. We'll just talk about what the show gonna be about till we figure out what happened.
For sure.
Or she joined back in. But this is Sap Sucker Sunday 9 featuring Corey.
What up? What up? What up?
And on tonight's episode, we will be, first of all, reading clearly, not stuttering like I just did. We're going to be covering a variety of topics related to co parenting effectively. And Sap Sucker Sunday is designed to pay homage to our West Tennessee roots. And what that means is like when we do any type of like advertising or anything like that, it'll be connected with some type of music or something that has to do with West Tennessee. Speaking of West Tennessee, before we jump into that video with Crunchy Black had me tickled to death, boy.
I
I
see
was
you got
like,
one.
yo, he got to be a bit of 57.
Yeah, bro, and his most definitely in his mid 50s for sure.
I know he was hurting the next day, boy. He looked like his fingers was about to give out on him, and he probably was intoxicated. He might not have been, but he looked like he was. He looked like he had fun though. I will say that.
Yeah, bro had a big ass grin on his face. So
He
yeah,
did. I'm just glad they included him. I think that was dope
yeah, it was. You feel me? Cause
that they
bro,
did.
a juking legend. You feel me?
Man, do you hear me?
That's how DJ Paul and Juicy J discovered bro. They was out performing and they seen that man out there buck jumping and juking and shit, and they pulled bro in.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's dope. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's pretty good. I just thought it was cool just to see how happy he looked. I was like, dude, that made I know that made uh his day, if nothing more. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay then.
Plus the love that he once he seen the final product of it, I think he even more appreciate the love that everybody was giving him and shit, cause everybody was giving it up to him and shit.
Yeah. He I think I thought it was pretty cool though. And I know yeah, like you said, I'm sure he was like, damn, he probably didn't realize that he would get that much.
Right,
Just
yeah.
like appreciation and recognition. But he did that. That's his like. Ain't that like basically he made started that?
Nah. Buck jumping or gangster walking, juking, that shit
I'm
been
talking about just
alive.
the one that looks straight like Memphis shit.
No. That's what I'm saying. Buck jumping, juking, you feel me? Gangster walking, that shit been around since like the 80s. You feel me? Spanish fly them.
Yeah,
You
that
feel
makes
me?
sense now that I think about it. I go back and think about the other some of the other artists and shit. I mean, I don't know. I just got excited to see him on there. He looked the same though. His melanin has not aged a lot.
Nah, that melanin done took care of that man.
It did.
Hey y'all, sorry I'm late. I was on,
Hey,
but I
what's up,
wasn't
man?
on.
I see you shared the live show. Okay, then.
Yeah, I was damn it. So when I do it, dang, I forgot we on the internet. The computer show leave
Ain't no
footprints on
secrets on this
everything,
motherfucker.
huh?
Ain't no secrets on this motherfucker.
Ain't no secrets, bro. Hey, that me and London was talking about that today. We was like, bro, folk be getting canceled because some shit they done said on the internet 10 years ago. Motherfucker, can we say carbon copy on your ass, nigga?
Man, it can't nigga go ho see all that shit. How you share
Y'all
that
remember?
though?
I just hit that little square at the bottom next to where the message is at with an arrow.
And it sure do. That is the shirt button as I look at it too.
See, mine is different, but I think because I'm on this screen, it's my shares up here. Okay.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
no, my share down there. But yeah. Let me get my words together. I'm on the road again. On the road again. Oh
You
shit.
Who
be
is
safe out
Empire
there.
Rising?
Don't let me get killed on the road. Shit about to get ran over. What you say, Cammy?
I'm just saying hey to Empire Rising.
Oh,
Zero three.
that's Roger. Okay, that's what I sent it to. Hey, Roger. Thank you for tuning in. That's my boo, y'all.
Hey Roger.
Okay, let me find my word of the day.
Okay.
Uh, okay, so my word of the day is damn. I had it pulled up. It's affirm. So we all know what affirm means. Affirm means state as a fact, assert strongly and publicly.
Say that again.
To state as a fact or assert strongly and publicly.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
if we was doing affirmations, then I
yeah,
am stating facts
yeah,
strongly and
Affirmative.
publicly about myself.
yeah.
Positive
You
shit.
are asserting strongly and publicly. So let me use affirm in a sentence. My sister affirmed that she had begun studying at the library all night and couldn't possibly have had a party.
She had the party.
Most definitely.
So affirm is kind of like confirm in a sense, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's the word of the day.
Okay. Well, I haven't pulled my card yet. I'm pulling from my empowerment deck. And I had
Mhm.
landed on honor your inner child. But when
Mhm.
I pull cards, which and that means to focus on your inner child's needs. Is your inner child afraid or in need of more playtime? Cherish this precious being within you. And I hear lately I've been listening to Dr. Gaber. I don't know how to say his last name,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
Gaber Mates, Matey, Mike Gaber Matey. I know Gabor. It's
yeah,
Gabor.
him.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
been on inner child. But I respect my cards and one just fell out. So
Okay.
it says, look at the stars, look up, and remember that you are but a tiny speck in a large, mysterious universe. Let the magic of the stars connect you to your own special magic. And I think both of those cards go together for me, just based on I like to connect with the kids that I mess with or interact with on a consistent basis by connecting with my inner child.
Okay.
And it's tapping into my own special magic in my if I just put all those cards together off the top of my head. That's what that would mean to me.
I can dig it.
Okay. With a fucking shovel. All right.
I ain't got nothing to say to that. I was trying to think of something to say, but yeah.
Something
I used to say, man, I can dig it with a spoon, fork, or a shovel. You feel me?
okay.
Okay. You sound like an old head with that one, Corey.
That sound like one of your sayings.
Right. That's all I should sit out.
Hey, again though, we showing love to our West Tennessee roots, and there's most definitely some southern ass shit. You
Man,
feel
do
me?
you hear me? And
It is.
hello JMS Jackson Middle School.
Right, that's what I thought.
Right. Jackson Middle
We got a
the
bird
old
cub in the
Jackson Middle
building.
School on the corner of Lexington and
Hey, you know it.
what
Was
street was
that
that
Effie
on?
Wright? Yeah, Effie Wright, ain't
Right,
it?
Uh-huh.
Lexington and
It's
Effie
two
right.
schools over there now, but we ain't even gonna talk about schools anyway.
Okay, well, let's get on to the subject.
All
We
right, so this show gonna be covering a variety of topics related to co-parenting effectively.
okay.
So, I had let me. Wait a minute. Ah, okay, here you go, right here. I wrote down some topics, but you know I can go off of whatever. So it's
Yeah.
totally up, up to you. But I do want to speak on one thing
Okay.
that really sticks out to me when you talk about everyday co-parenting is when you're dealing with everyday responsibilities, like when if your kid or kids participate in activities and it's mostly just one parent doing all the ripping and the running, whether it's because the other parent is not in town or just not active, just a little bit of help can make the can make the custodial parent, whether it's the mom or the dad, at this point in life, it don't even matter.
Right.
A little bit more malleable, or in my case, I would have a whole lot more respect because I'm gonna talk crazy as hell at this point in life because hey, shit, that's where we at.
Respectfully, you feel me?
I'm coming, and it's gonna come off the dome, and it's gonna be real fucked up. And I'm just being honest because why you can do all the shit you're doing every single day, then that means you can help.
Yeah, I agree. I
and
agree. It makes a difference, especially if you have the ability to it, the
Man, you
capability to.
are
Like
able body ass mother. Okay, let me not cuss that hard. You are a able bodied ass motherfucker. I lied about the cussing, but if you just do your part, like the respect for me and dealing with my kids, there would be a whole lot greater if you did what you know what I'm saying, participated to the extent that you should.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
Okay, but that's I'm past. Okay, that was my that's I
That's your
got about
soapbox.
5 6 other things that I wrote down, but when I wrote it down, I was mad.
Okay. So you was in your feelings when you wrote it
No,
down.
I wasn't in my feelings. I was in. Well, that
If
is
you mad,
a
you
feeling.
in your
That
feelings.
that is a feeling, but it's
You
I
moving off emotions.
yeah. So I might throw one in there, but I'm
Okay,
gonna let
so what does effective co-parenting look like,
everybody doing their part.
Right.
and what is it? Okay,
It's
okay,
different for everybody. I mean, because like what you might consider effective or somebody doing their part, it might not be the same because the situation could be different.
yeah,
So I do understand the differences in uh situations because sometimes the other parent is not as readily available.
right.
And
Right.
that's just, even though I feel like damn nigga, why would you know what I'm saying, go and be wherever you at, whatever, you got 1,000 fucking kids here, but life be happening. So I
Right.
just
Mhm.
think, if you're not here physically, then you should be a whole lot more open and willing financially. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I
Make it
know I
easy
could
some kind of way.
I know as a male, not to cut you, I ain't cut you off, did I, Feast?
Uh-uh.
No, no, go ahead, Corey. Go.
I know as a male speaking on this particular topic, and again, let me stress this out there for people listening or whatever. I'm not saying anything to cater towards my two fabulous co-hosts or whatnot. I'm not trying to pique they fancy or nobody else fancy. I'm only speaking, my truth or whatever, you feel me? But with that being said, as a father who have multiple children outside the household that I do live in or whatever, I can only speak for my own thoughts and say, but man, I can't see or I can't really understand how some dudes could sit there idle and watch they they children's mother, go through the grinds and go through the motions or whatever with their children, and you sitting back Gucci and doing you type shit or whatever. I just can't fathom how it don't fuck with your mental or like I don't know, you feel me? But I know me, um, when it comes to that or whatever, I know I'm gonna put my best foot forward when it comes to my children. Period. You feel me? I
So
never
what do
want
you
my
think if it's a so what I'm sorry, but what if you
no, no,
dealing
go
with a
ahead.
difficult woman and it's hard as a man, like
Say it
how
again.
would
I'm
you
sorry.
what you think about that if the mother is difficult?
No, say it from the beginning. I'm sorry. I ain't catch the
So
first part of it.
so you saying you're gonna do what you can do as a man, but what if you're dealing with a difficult lady where the woman ain't really trying to hear what you got to say, or she ain't, really accepting it because she mad, like for example, she mad because y'all ain't together or some type shit.
Choker. I'm just
Man,
saying.
I can only hey, but you know what though? Hey, on some real shit, I can only do the best that I can do. You feel me? And then
Okay.
if I feel like that shit ain't getting through so far as me trying to make my peace by helping financially or trying to get them to try to help you out or whatever to give you some time to yourself type shit, then I'm gonna do some shit that as a nigga quote unquote from the street would hate to do. I'm gonna go to them white folks. You feel me?
Mm.
Okay.
I
And
wouldn't
put
want
yourself
to.
on fast forward.
Yeah.
Man, come on now. My mama told me to do that shit when I was young. You feel me? To step up to that plate to try to beat that girl to the punch, not to be on no vindictive shit or make shit easier for
Yeah.
myself, but to show them folks I ain't one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or to legitimize everything. Cause you said put your best foot forward, but sometimes what you consider your best may not be considered somebody else's best.
Facts. And,
And
and what I mean by putting my best foot forward and shit so far as am I putting action on everything, you feel me? Where like now, prime example, okay, I'm out here in Colorado, you feel me? And like I said, I got multiple children and my main portion of my kids, you feel me, they back home in Tennessee and shit. So how do I kind of so-called spread the wealth so far as in within me, the love of me?
yeah.
Right now, since I can't be there physically, the money gotta somewhat suffice. You feel me? You know
That's
what I'm
all
So
I'm
saying?
like
saying.
Kevin said, the money,
Man,
the
if you
money.
ain't there physically, I'm gonna need for you to be there financially, please.
Come on now, and but you know, but that's overstood coming from a
Yeah,
dude like me or whatever. You know what I mean? Then plus again, a lot of dudes, we all come from well not all of us, but some of us, a great portion of us come from single parent households and shit. You feel me? So we know how it feels to be somewhat
yeah.
ostracized or man, I used to rest in peace to my homeboy Curtis Douglas, man. I used to look up to his dad,
Curtis.
bro. Man, bro, bro and them stayed a house over from me. So like we real life grew up together type shit. And
Yeah,
bro pops played a pivotal role in my young life straight up. He
yeah,
helped kind of guide the ship, so to speak, because it wasn't no male figure in my household. So when Curtis was involved in basketball and football, guess what his dad did? Went up the street and got in
line
my
you up.
mama. Hey, like, hey, put that boy in whoop the whoop and shit. Me and Curtis going to football and basketball practice together. You feel me?
Yeah,
Um, shit like that or whatever. Just growing up in that atmosphere where I used to look at idolize like, damn man, I wish I knew how that felt to wake and shake with a daddy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think half of the bullshit that I got into in my youth, I wouldn't have got into if I would have had a father there. So with that
I
being
couldn't
said,
take my brothers out of a lot of shit.
man, I could believe it. And so with that being said, I could not let my kids feel that feeling or whatever. And even though I might not be there in that household, I try my best to be there. Man, I'm a phone call away. I'm supportive. You feel me? When they get in trouble, they moms bang my line and let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I can try to, intervene. You know what I'm saying via, you know, FaceTime or whatever the case. You know what I mean? I utilize the tools that's in my hands. So niggas ain't got no excuse. Long story short.
Not one.
I agree. I totally agree. So what I feel like sometimes, a lot of times, niggas be whole. Some of these niggas be fucking narcs. They be fucking big ass kids who
And
don't
they
give a
biggest
fuck about
issues
nothing
be
but
their mama.
themselves. Huh?
I said that sometimes their biggest issues be their mamas. But that's
Yeah, that too. But some of these niggas, they don't be their mama. Some of them just be goddamn spoiled and don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. You know what I'm saying?
who's
It's almost
for.
like it's a competition. Like fuck the kids.
I
If the
Right.
want what's
kids
best
ain't,
for me. Yeah.
if the kids ain't catering to me or making me feel some type of way, it's more like fuck the kids. And
Hmm.
Crazy, right?
Or
I'm
when
just gonna
because
do what
they'll
I
hit
do.
them with oh what the why you don't call me because I'm a kid
Right.
and you're the dad.
You
But
the
Right,
I
man. You
grown.
had to
can't.
tell my why would you teach a girl that she need to be calling you? You teaching her to chase niggas.
Man, come on now.
Mhm.
And then plus they a child. You can't expect for no child to be picking up your phone back, to bang your line like that or whatever. Man, nah, bro.
Mad when
Be
they
re-
call and say, "Hey, can you send me some money? Can you send some shit?" That's all they ask me for
Yeah,
is some
that's all
money.
they
Hell, tell your
right.
mama, I gotta pay for this. I gotta pay for that. And I be like, shit. How old is you? 15. Let's go get you a job because I can't do it. I ain't got enough dollars. It's not the math is not mathing.
the dollars is not stretching at this point in life.
No. Shit, you finna go get you say y'all hire at 14? Okay, you know, get
Or
you a
you just some of that shit you just don't fucking need. Like,
exactly. You don't need that. Now, if it's your money and you spending your own money, I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't buy with your own money. If you want to order 15 little portable fans, then let me borrow one. At this point. Because that's your money. You went to work and you work for it. But when it's time to pay for some stuff, then make sure I'm teaching you financial literacy. You need to set some to the side so you can pay for this. But I don't feel like as a child you should. I mean, you should be learning that, but not to the extent because your other parent is tripping.
it's not,
Or
yeah.
when they hit you with, well, I gotta pay this bill. I'll call you back.
Right. Or they hit you with I'm working on it.
You've
Nigga.
been working on it for
Man,
15 motherfucking
hey,
years.
hey, like on some
I
real
can't
shit.
tell these
Like
kids that they hungry. I can't tell them I'm working on the meal. Give me a couple days.
You almost made me spit this
on
water.
some real shit, man. Not to toot my own horn. I can't even fathom fixing my mouth to say some shit like that to either one of my baby mamas and shit, because they gonna look at me like I'm crazy as a motherfucker, nigga.
That's why I
Like
talk crazy.
for real, for real. Like now, mind you, of course I might, say, hey, this might be all I got type shit, but nevertheless, though, like I'm still, if you say, all right, hey man, I need 300 by next week or whatever, you feel me?
Right,
I got you.
give you enough time for
Yeah, you
time.
feel me? I got
Hmm.
you. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you hit me like on some like last minute shit, I'll kind of be I can squeeze it to you, you know what I'm
What
saying? But
about $50? What about $50 a week?
For three.
what you say?
For three.
I didn't hear it.
Fifty
I'm
dollars
sorry.
a week. What about $50 a week for three?
Hey, I'm finna have. Hey, I'm gonna double up on that ass, man. You hear me?
Right.
I'm finna hit you with a mean pack. Here you go. Come with a
Let me go
lump
and pay
sum and shit.
that 200 up for the month.
But
Boom. Let me
man,
get
you
this
hear
to
me?
you.
Shit crazy.
Man, let me do
That
the
shit
math
ain't
right quick.
bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I have gotten like I will say this is as my children have gotten older, they are developing their own, what I'm saying, relationship or whatever with their dads. So I don't even be involved. One of mine got me blocked at this point because I talk crazy. But the talking crazy is well deserved.
Yeah. I
So
don't even
yeah,
at this
I,
point I don't
I
even
can
have no
come
thoughts on it. I really
I
don't.
don't
Like I
have no
used
thoughts on it until it get to the point to where if I come to you, if I'll never come to you, but if
yeah.
I come to you and I say, hey, I really need you to help me with buying coats or whatever the fuck I need help with, and you hit me with some bullshit, I'm finna talk crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm finna talk real. I mean, it's
that's
gonna
low
be
key.
bad.
That's expected, man. The nigga should even expect it.
I'm finna talk so fucking crazy. You gonna be like, damn, where this shit gonna be bad, man. I don't care.
Oh
Because
goodness.
you like at the end of the day, you was there when you was in them guts.
Ah,
And then people, and I hate that at this point, a lot of people be like, well, you chose that, you picked your baby dad, or you picked whatever, whatever. Exactly. You holding me accountable
and
for
he picked you
one
too,
bad
so vice
decision.
versa.
Yes, for
Well,
one
it
bad
wasn't no bad
decision.
decision. It's shit. That
In
was the
my case,
decision you
yes, the fuck
made
it
at that
was.
point in
You
time.
you chose, you holding me accountable for one decision that I made in life. This mother, okay, he had 13, 16 years to make better decisions. And you over time, okay, and maybe the past two, it been a little bit better. But after so long, man, what respect you for what?
Yeah.
I ain't got no respect for you. Now, I'm not gonna tell my children to be disrespectful to their daddy, or I'm not gonna tell them don't talk to them or don't love them because that's their daddy. And I understand. I know how I feel about my daddy.
Right.
But when it
But
comes to
most kids, but a lot of times though, most kids be knowing like when they get a
they
certain
already
age,
know, but it still don't mean they don't love their daddy.
right? It don't mean that they don't love their daddy, but
And I'm not
it
gonna.
may affect
I'm gonna
them some
tell them
other
the
way
truth
down the
though.
line.
I,
Yeah,
I
but kids recognize that shit. Like when they young, they hopes and dreams be up there. But when they get older, like they know what's up. They start seeing the cues. They be like, this motherfucker
my
lying.
kids
Like,
come along with the same communication skills that I come along with. So I've had one dad to say, "I can't believe she said that to me." Why? It's the truth.
right.
Why would you tell her not to
Motherfuckers
express?
don't be want to hear the truth though.
Man,
Or they
I'm gonna
want you
tell that
to
nigga the
give it
truth
to them
every
easy.
time.
They
Huh?
want you to give it to them easy.
Girl, fuck you. I'm fucking you just like you was fucking me. Wrong.
What they say, you can't handle the truth.
So let me ask you let me ask y'all this as the male, you feel me, in this situation with y'all two lovely ladies. How would y'all feel? Okay, so in a perfect world, let's say that particular person that you speaking on, Cammy, was a straight up and down dude where he doing what he's supposed to do type shit.
Mhm.
In a perfect world, what what could you say he could do better, like to make shit like the overall y'all co-parenting go smoother than what it is and shit or whatever. What's one excuse me, what's one small thing that you could say that dude or anybody in that particular position could do better in order to make the situation better, rather, if that make any sense. I'm sorry.
Just be there for your kid. Like I don't know what else to say past it.
Right.
Like at the point where my children are now, because they're big,
Hmm.
um, and they participate in a lot of activities. My thing is show your face.
Visual.
Yes, be
Man,
there,
come
be
on now.
Mhm.
supportive. You know,
Most
like
definitely.
come to the
Well, for
game. Shit.
yeah,
Right.
be there. For
Pick
mine,
up, drop
mine is
off.
verbal. Mine is
Verbal.
verbal. My kids like to talk.
Mine do
Like
too. Come to the
we like to
game.
have sit down. So I've talked to my kids, and for them, what's important at this point in their life is being heard and communication, talking, because they see their daddy every day, but
Right.
it's no intimate conversations going on. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking for the understanding and the
So do
listening
he really know that
aspect.
you is the question?
Probably not for real, not
Like
really. Yeah, because
when
he
you
don't take the time to just really communicate and get to know them, because it's more on some old school children are to be seen, not to be heard aspect. Like, or they always
Sometimes
lying.
men don't realize. Well, I ain't gonna say men. I'm gonna say the non-custodial parent doesn't realize that when kids get big, they be forming their own opinions and they
Or they
have
man,
their
realize
own
they just
thought
don't give a fuck.
processes and their
right,
own
right,
little
right. I was
personality
just
be there for real.
I was just finna beg the differ on that part because again, as a kid who sat there and questioned those type of things with my own father or whatever, you feel me? Like I ain't necessarily no bastard with it, you feel me? I know my father or whatnot, you feel me? And like I was explaining to you, Cammy, on a personal note, like and like we just spoke one time on one of our earlier shows, my mother was I was reluctant enough where my mother didn't bash dude. You feel me? Even though
Yeah.
they fell out horribly. You feel me? But in that
Mhm.
same process, she'd have never badmouth dude. She ain't never bash him or whatever to ruin the you know the thought that I had of my daddy at that time. She let that shit formulate and manifest on his own. You feel me? And
Yeah.
I gained my own perspective of who my daddy is and shit or whatnot. You feel me? Um, again, coming from that same broken place, I just in my mind again, like, and I ain't capping like this. I could beat on my chest with this shit. You feel me? I can stand 10 toes on it. You know, I just can't fathom in my mind how can a nigga just lay up and not wonder about your seed, man. I can't have my kids thinking them same ghastly thoughts that I was thinking and shit that led me down a troubled path. You feel me? Unnecessarily. I ain't even have to go down this shit. But you know,
I
not
don't
having that
understand how you live in a house with some more children and don't worry about your own.
Ooh, that one.
right.
That
You
Like
one.
feel
how
me?
you the daddy with somebody else's kids and not your own.
And that
That one.
again, playing house and shit. You feel me? Like I can't understand that shit, man. I know I look at it like this too, also, especially with me being out of town. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Anybody know me on a personal know I'm a groovy ass nigga. I like nice shit. You feel me? And I know my kids like nice shit. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm out here, I can't even before I post a pic of my motherfucking self fresh and any goddamn giddy up, you best believe I don't sent that money under my kids. You feel me? In some sort of avenue. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that they straight. So, you know, that they moms couldn't even never say like, look at bro, woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't doing my part as a father type shit. So like, I I shouldn't think that way, but I do. You feel me? But in a healthy sense, you know what I'm saying? To keep that balance in me and shit, like where I know I'm gonna do for my kids before I do for myself, type shit. You feel me?
So is that leaving? So let me
Yes,
ask
you should
y'all.
think that. You should definitely think that.
So let me ask y'all. So y'all, you say if you're not there physically, money would
But
suffice.
but but
So
but 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 no 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 no, not on all avenues. Now I
what?
know ain't nothing like time. Ain't nothing like
Right.
motherfucking
That's what I was
time.
gonna say.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why
I'm
I
not
Yeah.
say
just saying
show up.
like yeah. So money would suffice. So is that just saying that the man is just only a provider?
No, come and get these. Come and get these kids.
Yeah, you gotta spend that time, man. Cause I want my kids to love me. Like I got this stigma I be saying to my
Mommy
kids.
need
Like
to have a life too.
I know
Right.
I know my daughters at the end of the day, they gonna take care of me. Meaning like if I ask them all the time, baby, if daddy was to get old and gray and shaky, you gonna take me in? Yeah, daddy. They arguing and fighting on who gonna take care of daddy. You feel me? I ask my boys that shit, them niggas look at me crazy or whatever. So but still, you feel me? I know nevertheless, I have installed love in my kids where I know,
Right.
man, they love me, man. You feel me?
Right.
So I
But I
You
can't.
don't
have
think
that open. You
anybody
have that
that
relationship and
I
that
don't think
dialogue with
anybody
them.
that really grew up with a dad, like a woman anyway, that grew up with a dad like the dads that we had in the FISA, can really just be okay with saying all he need to do is send money.
Yeah, I can't. I know, fuck some money. I mean, no, I'm
I
not
mean,
saying fuck money.
please send me some
Money's
money.
important,
But can
but
you spend time? Like time is
put
more
that
money.
time
Just like
in.
right now, my daughter's in the
Yeah,
process of trying to find a car. I don't know nothing about no car. You fuck around, me get a lemon. So I like, okay, well, I don't feel like I should have to depend on my dads or my brothers or whatever to help her get a car when you got a whole fully functioning ass daddy.
Yeah,
I feel you.
yeah,
And then also too, to be honest too, as well or whatnot. Like right now, that's the thing that I am going through. Where I've been out here fuck man, hell in January it'll be 4 years I've been out here and shit like this shit crazy. But anyway,
Congratulations.
um, man, appreciate it. But in that process though, yes, I do have a beautiful relationships with all my kids and my daughters or whatever, who I'm speaking of right now. But they also are exhibiting some behaviors towards their moms where I know most definitely if I was there, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
not in
What
their
would be going
household,
on?
but there, in the area,
Yeah,
you feel
In
me?
reach. Where you can
Yeah,
touch out and
yeah,
reach.
yeah, you feel me? I know a lot of those um look quarrels that they've been having won't even exist. I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that I'll just come through on some like mad ass disciplinarian, but y'all know it
yeah.
too. A father's presence is next
Hell
to
yeah.
nothing.
My
You feel
mama
me?
never
So
say in a minute. I'ma tell your daddy, no, please don't tell
Mhm.
my daddy.
right, you feel me?
Yeah.
And like I say, like me, I haven't popped or necessarily whooped none of my kids in a minute, man. My tone of voice, I ain't talking to them reckless or nothing, but just my tone
Yeah,
of
just
voice.
the authority of a man makes a world
Yeah,
of difference.
And it's
Cause I
just the
know,
bass in the voice is really
yeah, my
yeah,
facial expressions get them all the time. They already know to tighten up. I speak to
because
my
daddies bring that structure that families need. Like I don't care what nobody say. A man's going to bring a different level of structure. Women can enforce structure, but a man is going to give that structure and enforcement that's
it's
fucking
just
needed.
different.
Yeah, it's different. It's
Yeah.
totally
right.
different. Cause I know my biggest thing growing up with my daddy was disappointing him. I didn't give a fuck about my stepmom. I didn't give a fuck about my mama. I was concerned as a daughter. I was concerned about disappointing my daddy. Just like ugh. I'm just now getting to the age where I'm okay with like just being grown and be like, look, shit, this is who I am. But like that was my biggest fear was letting him down,
Yeah.
just
I've
having a
always
father
just said
around.
whatever the hell came to my mind. But I think that my daddy was more understanding of that than my mom.
Hmm.
Or but I was a daddy's girl though. I went everywhere my daddy went. I went. Well, I tried to go anyway. But
Yeah.
I also grew up in a household with my mama and my daddy, and I just know that my dad always would tell us, what y'all not gonna do is stress my wife out.
Right.
So, if we had to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning and he pulled all the shit out the cabinets because you didn't wash the dishes, that's just finna be washing all the dishes because you not finna stress his wife out.
Tough titty.
Get the fuck up and wash all the dishes. Damn, daddy, that's a lot of containers.
I don't give a damn.
He didn't care. Cause your
Yeah.
mama told you to do, she made the chore chart. So this is what you need to be doing. And that's the role that daddies play. And I'm not saying that you have to do that and it might be different because you're not in the household, but just being an active dad makes a difference in a child's life. That's like my son's
Now what?
dad. I could call him and he gonna make some shit happen.
Now what
Right.
about if? Now what about situations where you got a daddy in the house and the mother just emasculates him and he has no say? He's just looked upon as money.
Man,
That's fucked up.
Hey, I've seen that though. You know what I'm saying?
So
Not
so
that I
so how does that
experienced.
work?
Man, that's hey, hey, listen here. Look, hey, hey, like no, cause like on some real shit though, like
How does
and I
that
know,
happen?
man, I don't
Easy.
do like she said, she man, for lack of a better word, fuck it. Man, she took dude nuts in her fucking hands. God
Basically.
damn it.
And
You
only
feel me?
thing he is there for, he has no voice. He's just there as money. You see it all the
Man,
time. A lot of these girls who spoil, rich, the daddy just
is
there.
the
He's
yes
just money.
man. He just the
He's the
yes
yes
man.
man. He's not for what they call him. He a simp.
Can
He
I
ain't
say
Man,
something?
he
And I
ain't saying he's
can I
not disciplining the kids. If he do, ain't nobody taking that motherfucker seriously. So
can I
right.
what
say
situation
can
is
I
that?
say something to that? And this
What?
is just my thought process. I feel like if you as a man is getting ran over by your woman like that, you probably not fucking her how she want to be fucked. That's just what I
Oh,
think.
yeah, it's a lot of stuff. That's why I'm saying I've seen that in this
She
ugliest
probably
degree.
cheating on you, bro.
For real, for real. I seen that shit play out with a person that was close to me or whatever. I watched, man, dude, the man, man, you might well say he was the caregiver for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he was the breadwinner. He held everything down. He was the money man. Dude, when he was alive, man, rest that man soul, dude, pockets was deeper than a whale. You feel me? and, and um and he took care of, his fam as a man should, but in his household, like y'all
Yeah.
say,
He gets
he
no
had
play.
no word, man. And that shit used to just throw me. And what I'm trying to say is though, and I know y'all two are two grounded women, you feel me? So I'm gonna ask y'all this respectfully. Do y'all think that like that type of lifestyle, and it was so ugly, like they in-home dynamics or whatever? Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
man and he would go do manly things around the house. He could fix on some shit, but still, again, his wife wore the drawers in that house, like hand
I
over
Okay.
already
fist.
said. I told you what my opinion is.
So my opinion is a lot of guys like that either grew up in a situation where their mama was abused or their mama was fucking like okay, let me retract that.
Ran that house with an iron fist.
Yes.
They either
So either
probably had the same kind of mama or their mama was being beat on and they just
exactly.
set it up
So
in their
they
mind that
decided
they don't want
because
it.
with abusive relationships, when a child witnesses that, either they take on one or two things: they become an abuser, or they get abused because they don't want a
Unless
man to
they
sit
no.
Man,
a
y'all
man to
going to
sit
church.
back. A man to sit back and be like, I
Woo!
watched my mama get abused, so I don't want that to happen to my wife. So I'm just gonna be quiet and just let my wife do whatever.
But I think that's the case if you never do any work on yourself. Right now, if you went and got you some for real help, or either just sat down and did what we call a
But
shadow work, I
but
think
Yeah.
that
but
you
Cammy,
probably would not
we
be
talking
like that.
about we talking about people our parents' age.
I thought we were
Dead
just
ass.
speaking in
Cause who
general.
I'm
Like
talking
I ain't
about
seen too
is
many
the
young
person.
folk on that
Yeah.
shit.
I
No,
have.
no.
I've seen men get ran over by women, and that's why I say I don't think that it's for me. I'm not gonna treat you like that if it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like if I respect you as a man, then
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
not gonna do that. But if
yeah.
I don't, I see men, not even old men. I'm saying shit, people my age.
Mm-hmm.
No, you right though. You right. You right. It is some tenders. You feel me? That's out there, and that ain't nothing wrong with being a tenderoni on male or female part, but just don't be too tender out here, man. You can't go outside and shit. You feel me?
Oh, that's sad. Ain't got no say so. Motherfucker just look sick.
Man.
You a 5-star general, my nigga. You a whole goddamn a beast out here in these streets, but at the house, nigga, you is getting ran the fuck over.
Yeah, I think if you're not
You
doing
get ran over by the wife and the goddamn kids. Don't nobody listen to shit you got
and
to
the
say.
dog
So
too, shit.
so let me ask y'all this though, like so being honest, I think we all can agree that would create some sort of toxicity in inside the household. Do y'all agree?
Yes,
Yes, it's gonna create a point of tension. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Within that
Yeah.
man, low key, whether he wanna realize that unnecessary tension or whatever, and like you say, amongst with the kids, because the kids gonna look at it like, well, shit, yeah,
She
he ain't
running them
gonna say
over.
nothing.
You
Yeah,
ain't gonna
grandma,
say shit.
mama
if
or
he don't,
whoever. You feel me?
exactly. I ain't got to listen to him.
Until that motherfucker click out and then everybody gone.
Then they be on Snap or
But you
some
don't see too
Jeffrey
many
Dahmer
men.
shit.
You don't see too many men click out like that, do you? Y'all think they click out? Or they just go
I
find
haven't
another woman
Yeah,
and
we
seen
cheat.
see it
Snap
all
for
the
me to
time
say
when we see dudes crashing out, man, shooting
Eh,
and beating women. That's it right
that's
there.
That's
exactly
it
what
right there.
happened. You done pushed me to my limit, bitch. You finna die.
Ah,
But then
I
you got
crazy.
a lot of jealous ass niggas
Insecure.
yeah, there you go, who don't know how to deal with their emotions and shit. You feel me? So yeah, and vice
And a lot
versa.
of
You
that
know
come
what I
from
mean?
not having no good male figure, neither.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
had a lot of men around me, man, telling me all type of play ass shit growing up. Man. So like, man, this shit low key corrupted me and shit.
I'm sure. Older men be fucked up a little bit.
Hell yeah, you got to
You
think
see,
about it, especially.
them older women be fucked up too. Them old
They
aunties and
do.
shit. That's what I'm
What
saying.
Yeah,
do-
That's
they
the
what
do.
whole
Dolo what
generation.
Dolo call them?
Your
Your
drunk ass auntie.
auntie.
But you got a whole generation of motherfuckers that didn't talk about shit. They were
They
taught not
just
to say
sweep it under
anything
the
about their
rug.
feelings, suck it up, and go on. We the first generation to really just start fucking doing self awareness and work on ourselves. Like,
Hmm.
Straight like that. Now
But
and
our
our
that, hey,
generation
realize
is
you
dope
said a
though when you
word.
think about it, because like the ones that's up under us, they fucked up too, but they been in therapy and shit they whole motherfucking life.
or they've been on phones their whole life, on social media their whole life. And you gotta think about it too though. When we was coming up, we was the whole generation that fucking hugged everybody. We were in touch with our feelings and emotions,
Yeah.
regardless of whatever. We expressed that shit. We got that shit out. We was lovey dovey. Motherfucker walking down the hallway hugging everybody. I ain't never seen no motherfuckers hug as many people as we hugged and dap motherfuckers up. Like,
They do
so
it a little bit now. The kids do.
yeah, they doing it now, but shit, we were that generation. Like
But
everybody was
our
our friend.
generation is different though because we've experienced so much stuff to be just 40.
Yeah, we have.
Right. A bombardment of things.
Man.
Right. Nigga, we done went through the first recession in 2008. That's when a
Man,
nigga was just coming out of college trying to get a job.
You done been through
Mo-
about three of them bitches. Seem like
Man, man, that part. Motherfucker, we was
and
the
then
first generation to have to pay for college because the motherfuckers before us was getting whole scholarships. My mama said she went to college for free, y'all, in the 80s. What houseway?
yeah, so did
House
my mama. So did my mom. She went to
houseway.
college for
the only
free.
person I know that going to school for
Yup.
free is Jamaria. Shit, everybody else it did. And Bird went for free.
Right. My mama said that she went for free before Reagan got in office. School was free because everybody got grants to go to school. But you got to think about
Yeah,
it too, though. They generation was the first black people to really just all go to college
Yeah.
off the cuff. So they
It
probably
was
had
not
initiatives to
it live in
program.
a different world and
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
So they had initiatives to get black people to go to college and get them into the corporate world and all that shit.
man. You know, some now I know we kind of heading off like on a different avenue, but
And
just
that's how
thinking
we
about
always do.
right, right, right. But thinking about that and like I just had a clear as I'm sitting here in fucking Colorado, I had a clear memory of being in the technology building, and you know that's where all our counselors and what you call them folks, man, Mr. Lovejoy and all of them
Oh yeah, the ones who your counselors for your
got.
class.
Yeah. So thinking about that though, you want to know what them folks did to me, man? Like, it's fucked up now that I think about it, and now I know, you know what I'm saying? Of course, from my
Mhm.
own research, from things, man. That's real life. The school to prison pipeline. What I experienced, maybe not child, but me for sure. And what I mean
Yeah,
by that is like, I remember Mr. Lovejoy, as nice as he was, white dude and shit at
yeah.
JC and shit.
Is that
Dude,
is
what
that the
you
one
what?
with the foot?
No, that was
Nah,
he was a principal. Mr. Lovejoy was the little dude with the wavy hair, gray hair,
yeah,
looked like a
yep.
painter or some shit. He looked a little
Yeah,
quirky.
yeah. Had the little mustache. He had like
Yeah, a little
orange,
mustache curled
red
up
hair.
on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, he was a nice dude, but nevertheless, he fucked me though. You feel me? And what I mean by
Hmm.
that is like, remember back in the day, you could pick your if I ain't
Your path.
mistaken, I think it was like a dual technology, a
Uh-huh.
university path.
Yep.
Dude told I'll never forget that shit, man. Ninth grade, where I had the university path. I wanted to go to fucking college when I first got the
Got to
high
school.
school. Like
Uh-huh.
for real, 2000. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true millennial. Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, that man mid year, I was still making decent grades my ninth grade year. Dude pulled me to the side and was like, I don't think that'll be your correct path. How about you
What?
go more of a technical path where you can get you an immediate degree and you can work with your hands. That's something that nobody can take from you. I never forget that shit.
Yeah.
And told me to take some more of the vocational classes and
Yeah,
shit.
it
You
was
feel me?
vocational path. It was vocational path, dual or university.
Yeah, you feel me? And so like, yeah, bro, he put me in this shit, and I remember like they kind of altered my thought process. Like I was like, why he do
Mm.
that? Like, how you know I didn't want to go to college
How
or
the
whatever?
fuck?
Like,
My thing is, how the fuck you got to talk to your counselor? I ain't never talked to my counselor till it was motherfucking time to graduate. I never saw Miss Sampson lazy ass.
I
Never.
don't even know who my counselor was.
Never saw that motherfucker. I saw her when we first started high school, and I saw her when I graduated.
But you know what?
Motherfucker didn't help
How many people was in your class?
300
It's just
plus.
how many motherfuckers she was responsible for.
But that's what I'm trying to figure out. How you talk to Mr. Lovejoy and all these peoples in your class, Corey? He just pulled you to the
man,
side.
nah, I think like I had some like classes like that they wanted me to switch. I remember I got put into work study and shit. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
And I know he got to talk to my mama and all that type of shit. And during that process, that's when dude was like, "I don't think the
Damn.
university path is a good path for you or whatever." Yeah, then he
That's
told me. I did, and then yeah, it's all coming back to me. Back in the day, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. It took 28 credits to graduate. Am I right? And 32 the
uh,
most
I
32 the
think
most you could get.
32 or something like that. Was it
I,
32?
I could have sworn like 32 the most you could get, but you could graduate with 28 credits or some shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I remember him telling me like he didn't think that that was feasible for me. And this is my freshman year still, and like
Damn.
I wasn't discouraged or none of that shit. You feel me? Like where
Yeah.
I was. where I kind of made my mind up. A little bit after that is when
He
I was just
profiled
like,
you.
"What you say now?"
He profiled you.
He sure
Yeah, little.
did.
Yeah, little did my mother know, and I knew then, of course. You feel me? That's exactly what was going on. He typecast me and
And he
put me.
changed your whole trajectory and put a little bit of doubt in you. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and then I was already scoring. Remember, I was telling y'all, like, man, when I got kicked off the teams and shit or whatever at Tiger, this shit going to my freshman year, like, I'm
Mhm.
trying to start over type shit and come with
Yeah,
a new energy and shit, man. And to hear that shit, I was just more like, man, you know what? Fuck
fuck
it.
it. But you
Like,
know
for
what they
real.
did? So they did that to you in high school. They do that same shit in college though. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was a physical therapy major. My first 2 years, I done took all these courses, prerequisites. I done did a whole fucking internship, and then it was time to apply for a physical therapy school. I went and met with my counselor, and this motherfucker told me, I had a couple C's. She was like, "Well, you're a pretty average student. I don't think you would really, get into the program. But I'm not saying don't try you, but you might want to make sure you got a backup. What she said, you might want to make sure you have a backup plan just in case you don't get into the program. Nigga, that fucked up my whole
Yeah, it
world.
created doubt, man. Little did they know what they were doing. Well, they knew what they were doing. They knew
They
what
knew
they
what
were
they were
doing.
doing, yeah, because they don't want to have to deal with that many people coming through with paperwork. So they knew, but that fucked up my whole. I had did an internship, nigga. I was gung ho about that shit. That motherfucker said that shit. I changed my whole major like that next week.
And that's fucked up. You feel me? Discouraging kids and shit. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I think about all that type of shit or whatever. Like, man, like, little did they know or whatever, or did I know at that time that that shit low key played a part and shaped in, who I was destined to be and shit and how my life
Yeah.
ended up turning out and shit. You feel me?
And you gotta understand too, they know your background, your demographics. They be
Hey,
knowing all this
I'm gonna
shit.
say this though. I bet you if your dad had a showed up, he wouldn't have never said it.
Right. You right. You
Oh
right.
hell yeah! And
You
then
right.
again, here it is. My mama working a second or third shift job. She tired as a motherfucker. Got to
And
come
she
up
just
here.
doing whatever
And-
the
and-
fuck.
and-
And,
yeah,
she,
you
and he
feel me?
and he probably sold her a pipe dream,
Oh
a
shit! And
future.
then yeah. So to double down on
So
that
she
shit,
probably just agreed. She's like, "Oh yeah, that do sound good. Just whatever the easiest path because she tired." That's
yeah,
why
man.
I say, whenever your
It's
kids get in trouble, take your down. It don't even matter who the daddy is. Take a daddy. It don't pick a
But
nigga.
but the thing was he wasn't in trouble though. So
It
that's
don't
that
at
ain't
matter.
that time. Yeah,
I'm
at that
saying
time
just
I was.
go up there to talk. Like when
Yeah.
they change
Just
his
showing his
schedule
face and
and
shit.
stuff.
Yeah. Just showing his face.
Yeah, it make a difference.
All
Because
right.
yeah.
when you in school, the first thing they're gonna say is if anything happened, whether somebody getting in trouble, whether they doing good, whether whatever it is, the first thing to come out of their mouth is where your mama at, or call his mama, or call his. I have never heard, unless we just knew for a fact, don't call this nigga mama, call his daddy. I don't hear that. I don't hear them folks say call his daddy. First thing, call
Right.
his mama.
And you know the crazy part though, like now that I kind of think, you feel me, like um now that you say that in that scenario or whatever, I could never think of one time any teacher has ever threatened me with I'm gonna call your dad like the
No, they not.
motherfuckers
I
they
will.
they they would say, "I'm gonna call your moms," and that shit is crazy. Now thinking about it, but that reminds me of a segment when I first came into the community and shit in 2016. Dr. Umar said, "If anything that a black man can do, don't never let your child or your child's mother go to any parent teacher conference or
By
doctor
themselves.
or doctor visit by themselves." And I learned that from him
Mhm.
in 2016. So for my daughters and them, like I already had a natural curiosity of wanting to be there anyway, but that made me
Yeah.
double down on like, man, let me go to this appointment. You feel me?
Because
And
they treat kids totally different when a daddy. And I'm gonna shout out all these daddies in Chattanooga because every time I done been to something at my kids' school, the daddies be there. I ain't even gonna
Yeah,
lie. The daddies be there front
I
and
be
center.
seeing them at the school that I work at. I be
They
seeing.
be front and center. The mama be in the background. They be asking all the questions. Hey, and they come in with questions, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the young brothers and men in Chattanooga that I've been seeing at my kids' schools, taking care of business and taking care of their kids.
That's
I
what's up.
think that's good. It definitely makes a difference though, and it also makes a difference how, like, sports wise, how the coaches interact with the kids too.
Yeah, it
Right.
do. Cause I tell you what, Tony Black cut a motherfucking rug when I was in sixth grade on Miss Lumley, baby. I will never forget that. Miss Lumley and Tiger was playing all them big sorry white girl Kathleen. Well, let me not say these folks' names. But when we got there, when I got there, Tiger was not that good when I was in sixth grade. And it's like it was with the formula she had. She was playing all them folk that went to her church out there at West Baptist. She knew the parents. And so we had a whole, like the seventh graders, Genevieve, Delt, Talinda, Alden. We had a whole crew of girls that were better than the girls she was starting. And my daddy went in there, and after one of the first, like after one of the second or third games we had lost, my daddy went in there and talked to Miss Long. That motherfucker, she came out crying. And I was like, shit, my daddy done embarrassed. Like, what is he doing? When I tell y'all that next week in practice, she changed the whole lineup. Whole lineup changed. And we started winning. Didn't lose a game nan to after I left Tiger. But he came in there and called her out for her shit.
As he should have.
I used
Right.
to be so embarrassed, y'all, because my
I
daddy
mean,
never
I used
let.
to love seeing between your daddy and my mama, baby. That shit was a show.
I used to be so embarrassed because when people would pronounce my name wrong, my daddy would stay. I don't give a fuck where we was in the middle of whatever. It's Nafisa, Nafisa. My daddy would stand up and correct them folks. So you know what? I appreciate you, daddy. I get
As
it
he
now.
should. As he should.
That's,
As he should.
but that's the whole. That's what daddies are for, though.
For sure.
Yes,
For
It's
sure.
yes,
like, to me,
I
they are
love
the
I love
biggest
how we
confidence builders,
yes.
confidence knockers.
Either one.
I love
So
how we kind of came back to that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, like, cause I mean that's what it's about. Like, as much as we may talk shit about the ones that's not doing what they supposed to do, it
right,
is a lot of men out there that
it's
are
a
doing
lot
what they're supposed to do. And
Right.
I'm gonna shout Raj out. He was listening earlier. He is a phenomenal daddy. He has eased my mind when it comes to my children that aren't his, as well as our daughter. So when you do find that man that's willing, that's a good parent, it takes away some of the pressure and your ideas of the father or the parent that's not doing what they're supposed to do. Even though I still want to hold the other one accountable and hold that motherfucker feet to the fire because you need to, and you right up the street. Damn it.
right because you at the
Right.
end of the day, like, how you cool with it?
Exactly. Like,
I
how
don't
are
knock,
you
like,
okay with
even
that?
with mine, I don't knock them. Like, if he, like, dude came and got my youngest daughter this weekend, she asked, "Can she go?" Yes. I said, "Well, do you want to go?" She said, "Yes." So you can go. I'm not gonna tell you you can't go. Long as I know that you're safe, you can go. But just be
Right.
consistent.
Right. Don't just pop up. And when she call you
Don't do
next
it on
week,
every.
then
Yeah, that shit
when
ain't
she
cool.
call you next week, don't not answer the phone. At least acknowledge, like, hey, baby girl, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
No, keep your fucking word.
Yeah,
Right.
that part too.
Man, and we
But
gotta
I mean,
hey,
I
and
understand things do happen, but nah, nothing should come in before unless you in a hospital or some shit. If you done told your kid this is what we're gonna do, then you need to do that shit.
Yeah.
right, man. Can't be making
Because
no
when they
half
don't,
ass and
guess
broken
who
promises and shit.
I get stuck with the fucked up attitudes and having to maneuver through that and deal with trying to explain. Well, I just tell the truth at this point. Well, shit, call him and ask him why he didn't come. Don't ask because I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't have no attitude with me and be mad at me but that's usually what happens. You gonna take it out on me, but I ain't had nothing to do with it. All I
Or
can
just
say was I
don't say you're gonna do shit at all until you do it. I'm learning that myself here. I'm like, I
I
can't
don't
tell
tell
my
my
kids shit
kids shit because
until
she
it's
used to
the
stress
on
me
the
out.
way going.
Y'all go in there and
Right.
pack a bag. We finna go out of town. Where we going? I'll tell you when we get there.
Cause that same
Right.
energy y'all give me when I don't do what I'm supposed to do.
Please
Pass
get
that
it
on to the
together.
next
And
motherfucker,
I
please.
and I tell mine that all the time. Same way you will ask me 62 times to do some shit. Call that nigga number 62 times. Don't let up. Be relentless like you do me. Don't do that. Don't get him leniency. You don't give me no leniency. Shit.
My kids are swear up and down. Well, you don't never do what you say. Oh, really? I don't bet.
Oh, you ain't got to worry. I'm gonna show you never for real. Keep playing. We ain't gonna never
Bet.
do shit. I like staying at home. I put myself on punishment. Hell.
Right. Oh.
Turn this thing back on so I can turn this on. But I think that was good. Like I think overall, like co-parenting effectively, all sums up to how well can you communicate and remove your own ego and feelings out of the shit. That's the
Right.
reason
Take
I
it.
left my
That's
list.
it.
I left my
Yeah.
list alone because when I wrote that shit, I was mad. But
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily my emotions and my feelings that's mad. It's the fact that I'm feeding off of watching what's the reaction that my child is having to some shit you done.
Right. But that's still your feelings and
It's
emotions.
still but it's because I'm trying to protect her.
Right. No,
I
and there's
should
nothing
not.
wrong with that.
I
I'm not
should
saying
not
there's
have
nothing
to
wrong with that.
protect my child from her dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at this point, nigga, I really want to fight you.
Yeah. And then but that's what I'm trying to, and that's what I be trying to have to stay on. Like, let me keep my, it's for the betterment of the kids, because them emotions will get in and
Yeah.
you just be like, God damn it,
That's
motherfucker.
why I went and did me a little sand bath today. You know what? I'm finna go play these bowls because at this point I want to kill him.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go to jail. So I just, and I don't want to say really just harsh, low down, dirty shit about her dad because clearly she loved that's her daddy. But at the same time, like, man, come on, dog, do better. Like, if I come to you and I'm asking you for something, to think that I'm trying to take advantage of you when you don't really help me do shit, it blows me. I don't get it. But if that's your thought process, because that's probably what you do to people,
Yeah.
then that's on you. But don't get mad at me because I'm asking you for some shit. Or if I'm not talking to you how you feel I should talk to you. I'm talking to you how I feel. Like this how I talk. Like I'm not finna change who I am to communicate with you.
Mhm.
Right.
Peace out to your own responsibilities.
Please. I
In
do
my lily,
appreciate
in
a
my
man
lily
to
boy.
take care of his kids though. I respect like
Oh
you,
yeah.
Corey, and other men that I see out in the community, my brothers, all of them take care of their kids and they're very responsible men. I appreciate that and I have utmost respect.
Hey,
But
but at the
you
same
don't do
time, though,
what you're
man.
supposed to do, man. I don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Take
Hey,
a
at the
village
same
to
time,
raise kids.
a nigga ain't perfect, but like I say, just when it come to my kids, man, I do try my best to do what's right by them and shit. That's how a nigga sleep at night. So
That's all you
That's
can
all you
do.
can do.
yeah.
You ain't out here Gucci down from head to toe. And your kids out here looking like shit.
Man, little dust bunnies and ashy and shit.
Little dust ass nigga.
Nah.
You stupid bitch.
That sound like some West Tennessee old dust ass nigga.
Right, and
Yeah, that really was.
Corey, you don't
Oh,
sound like you from West Tennessee no more. You sounded like a
you don't be talking
Coloradian.
about some shorties and shit. Where the fuck you from?
Coloradians. You
You
finna
done
have a
mixed them back
smorgas.
proper.
You finna have a smorgasbord of goddamn language and linguistics. Your West Tennessee leaving, nigga.
Man,
nah, man,
I bet
nah, it's
they
still
tell you
there.
up there you country though, don't they?
Yes,
Hell
they
yeah.
do. Yes,
I
they do.
already know. I know I
I
sound
can
like a bill of hay. I don't care.
I can't even. I messed around and got a call from a dude in California randomly. I called his number back, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, you sound so cute. I just love your accent." I'd be like, "Bruh, I don't even know what the fuck the accent sound."
Like a bale of hay. You ain't never went on there and listened to yourself. You be like, golly.
I be sounding like a nigga sometimes. I be like, damn, my
I
voice
am a
deep as a
nigga
bitch.
sometimes. Shit.
Why it sound like that?
Cause
Man.
you from West Tennessee and we say
Like,
shit like
right.
dang.
But when you know what? It would be pissing me off. Like, I ain't really into this rap shit, but when I be listening to folk talk shit about how Glorilla talk, like on some of the comments, they be like, ooh, she can't talk, she don't this, she don't that. Nigga, that's how motherfuckers talk in West Tennessee. Like, what is you talking about?
Dude,
That's how we sound.
I be laughing so hard when I be at work. I be like, oh Lord, y'all is for real country.
Man,
Y'all
I
country with
didn't
a
meet
K.
country until I had came towards Lexington. Now them folks,
I
Ooh.
said, right.
They sound
Sprite,
like country white people in Lexington.
Dude, sound like straight Dolly
bruh.
Parton country
Up
people.
air, up air, up air, up air. What the fuck is up air? Up there? Up air.
That was the crunchiest shit I ever, real hillbilly type shit. I was like,
Man.
man, what the hell?
Eh,
And it's only in that little area type shit, like
Man, Henderson, Chester
Carroll
County,
County,
Carroll
McKinney, all that
County,
type. Yeah,
man,
all up in there.
Huntington. Because when you
Camden.
get to Paris, them niggas don't sound like that. In Paris, they sound like West Tennessee niggas.
Yeah, like yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they
But
do.
Huntington,
Yeah.
this places in between Paris, Huntington and Lexington, all that, they sound like country white folk.
Like a
Man, that shit
Haven.
crazy work, man. You a motherfucker be on the phone with you, you a swear it's a white person, man.
I ain't been a black person you ever seen.
Man,
What
that part.
you
A little Oreo. Well, y'all, this has been swell.
All right, I
But
finna it's 111, we been out here 111.
I've been in here watching shit about cults all day. Let me get back to it.
All
That's what's up.
right.
All
Bye
right, y'all
y'all.
have a good one.
All right, you